I started taking my skincare more seriously about 10 years ago when I hit perimenopause. Now that I'm in postmenopause, I feel like it's really made a difference. Hi everyone, my name is Renee Genie and welcome to Renee Genie in a Bottle. I'm 57 years old and this is my morning skincare routine. I've been using actives for a while, but I would probably call my skin still slightly sensitive. It's definitely drier since menopause, and it's also drier due to the climate that I live in. My focus is on actives, hydration, and pigment. Your focus may be a little bit different, so your routine may look different, but I'm going to show you what's worked the best for me and my skin type. Unless my skin feels really oily when I wake up in the morning or I still feel a heavy residue from the products I put on the night before, I usually won't wash my face with soap. I'll just splash it with water. But on those days that I do need to wash my face, I like to use the brand by Prequel. It's called Cleanser Non-Drying Glycerin Cleanser for Face. So I just take the tiniest amount. It's almost like a pea-size amount. Turn on the sink, wash my face, get in there in any of the areas that I just feel like the product from the night before is still on there, and wash it off. I'll just gently pat it dry, but not completely dry. I like to keep the dampness on my skin. I've mentioned before that I have severely dry eyes, so I have to put a heavy, thick ointment in my eyes before I go to bed every night. The next step I do is I take out this Therapeutic Sterilid Antimicrobial Eyelid Cleanser. It's hypochlorous acid and it's specifically for the eyes. So I'll just give my eyes a good spray and I'll rub in wherever I may still feel some of that ointment. From there, I go in with a hypochlorous acid that I can use on the rest of my face. This one is by Magic Molecule. I buy it on Amazon. Hypochlorous acid is a mild acid, antimicrobial, and really gentle. It's just a nice fine mist that I spray on my face and my neck. It helps with low-grade redness, which I definitely experience on my neck and my chest. It also helps for those of you who have rosacea, and I feel it also guarantees a little boost when I'm trying to keep any kind of acne at bay. Next, I go in with a toner, sometimes called an essence. This is a form of Asian skincare. If you haven't tried out Asian skincare yet, you should give it a shot. This is a really thin, watery product. In terms of order of products, you always want to start with a thinner and more watery consistency. You're going to put that on first, and then you're going to move on to thicker and oilier products. This particular toner that I use is by Round Lab. It's called 1025 Doke Dough Toner. My next step after the toner is my active, vitamin C. The product that I like to use is by Timeless. This is probably one of the strongest over-the-counter vitamin Cs you can get. It's 20% vitamin C, ferulic acid, and vitamin E. Vitamin C brightens the skin, fades hyperpigmentation. I give it a couple of squirts, tap it into my skin and down my neck and chest. From there, I'm thinking about peptides and serums. I love the Timeless Coenzyme Q10 serum. It says that it's helping with stimulating collagen, helps reduce wrinkles, and smooths skin texture. It's a yellow, watery consistency. Again, I pat that into my face, down the neck, and the chest. And if I ever have any extra product, I always pat it into the top of my hands and even down my arms as well. Another issue I like to keep at bay is hyperpigmentation. That's when I move in with another active. This is by The Ordinary, azelaic acid suspension 10%. For hyperpigmentation and sunspots, it's a little thicker consistency. It helps with uneven texture, brightens the skin. It helps for people who have acne and dark spots. As you can see, I just put it down my neck and along the sides of my face. I don't cover my face with the azelaic acid. I find that my biggest issue for sunspots are on the neck area and the chest, and as I said, just along the sides of my face. From there, I'm focusing on hydration. This is a fairly new concept The brand is The Ordinary. It's called Rice Lipids Ectoin Micro Emulsion. It is really thin and it's meant to be that way. It's designed to repair skin barrier and hydrate dry skin without heavy creams. I love that in a product that I'm putting on first thing in the morning. I don't love to apply a heavy cream during the day. My final hydration step for my whole face is by the brand Skin Terrific. It's a 5-time ceramide barrier moisture gel. Again, I love gels. I love lotions for the day. This is another Korean skincare. It comes with a little spoon, which I think is so clever, so I don't have to keep dipping my fingers into this jar. This little spoon keeps things a little more hygienic. I just use a small amount, rub it between my fingers and on my face. It's such a creamy, lovely consistency. I got this on Amazon. I originally found it when I was in Thailand last year, when I was looking at all different Korean skincare, and I really fell in love with this brand and this gel for my face. So my final hydration step is focusing exclusively on my eyes. I know some people aren't big fans of eye creams, but I really like to add this extra step. It's by La Roche-Posay Cicaplast Gel B5. It's a glycerin skin protectant, 21%. It's a pretty thin consistency, and I just dab it gently around the eye area. I find that crepiness around the eyes is something that I deal with and started to notice once I hit perimenopause. And it also helps later in the day when you get close to the mirror and you notice that some of your makeup has settled into those fine lines. This really does the trick. I'll let all of these serums and actives dry, maybe throw in a load of laundry, maybe brush my teeth, give it a little bit of time, and then I'll come back and apply my sunscreen. Okay, my products are just about dry. They're still a little bit tacky, but we're gonna call it good enough. My favorite sunscreen right now is by Kopari. It's called Brightest Day Sheer Mineral Sunscreen SPF 50. You gotta give it a good shake, but what I love about it is it does have a tint to it. This is a mineral sunscreen. I apply it to my face, go around the eyes, the forehead. I really apply quite a bit to make sure I'm getting enough sun protection when I put this on. This also already has some niacinamide in it and other lovely hydration. You can feel how creamy it is, and you can see that the tone matches pretty much ideal for my face. I don't go down my neck because I can't stand when I'm wearing a shirt and it has that line of that makeup on it, even though it's actually just a sunscreen that has a tint to it. So I will go in with the Haru Wonder. It's called Black Rice Moisture Airy Fit Daily Sunscreen. It's SPF 50+++. By the way, this is a chemical sunscreen. If you have issues with chemical, I do not, because I find Asian sunscreen is so light and the consistency is so lovely. I put it down my neck. So I keep the tint on my face and I take the white sunscreen down my neck to protect my clothes from not having that dark tint show up later today. I have another favorite sunscreen that I'm going to throw at you as well. This is by CeraVe. It's an invisible mineral sunscreen. It's fairly new. It's a 50 for the face. You give it a good shake, and I'm going to show you that one as well. Again, a lovely white, watery consistency. It's not that thick, chalky type, and I'll put it on my neck. It comes out white when you first apply it, but it disappears pretty quickly. So this could be another good sunscreen if you don't want the tint and you like mineral. You could either go with the CeraVe mineral sunscreen that doesn't have a tint, or this is the chemical sunscreen that's the Asian skincare, the Haru. Both of them I love. But for my very favorite tinted sunscreen, the one I wear most of the time on my face during the day is the brand by Kopari. One final thing, I get a lot of questions about me going to the gym early in the morning and do I apply all of those steps before I go? No. If it's a day that I'm heading straight to the gym, I still always wear sunscreen. So the way my routine on those mornings go is I'll splash my face with water, I'll put on my Skin Terrific 5-time ceramide facial lotion. From there, I'll apply my CeraVe mineral sunscreen, and then I'll head to the gym because chances are I'm probably going to sweat off most of it anyway. Then when I'm done with the gym, I come back home and I do my full skincare routine. Thanks for joining me today for my morning routine. My name is Renee Genie, and this is Renee Genie in a Bottle. I hope you have a great day, and I hope to see you soon.